Wayne McPhail has been involved with Rabble.ca for a long time, and has pitched this project to us, and given his record of always being on the cutting edge of different tech related stories and journalism related stories. Everyone at Rabble was excited by this proposal, and citizen science is something we're very interested in, and interesting in the various forms that it takes. And yeah, we know Wayne always has great students, so we figured it was a good fit for us at Rabble.
Oh, okay, that's great. So what excites you the most about citizen science?
For me, I guess is the potential applications in public policy, and also just in throughout the education system in general. I always remember science being kind of a chore in school myself, but I think this kind of framing of science really could appeal to young people, and also appeal to them in a way where they would see science as a way that they can get involved in the public process and in democracy, really, because I think that's at its core, citizen science is about being a participating member of society, and contributing, and not having science as the expertise, or something very sealed off from the rest of society, and something where you have to be a genius to be a scientist. I often felt it was intimidating in school, and I did okay in science, but I know many people just dread it. So I think the idea of citizen science can be good, even starting at a much younger level in the education system than post-secondary, and all of it could have very positive implications as well for the type of journalism that we try to do at Rabble.ca. We obviously want to build a more participatory society, and we think a big part of that is having a more engaged citizenry and a more informed citizenry. And right now we see one of the limits on this being the limits of journalism in Canada right now, with budgets being cut at all kinds of outlets. So citizen science seems like one way that gap can be filled, and we can have a more democratic media and just more people participating in the public dialogue in general.
So I guess kind of on that note, how do you see this project kind of uh, connected with what Rabble tries to do online, kind of collaboration wise?
Um, well, I mean, I'm excited that you're all planning to do really multimedia projects, and that we're going to see different infographics and maps and audio and video. Ravel's definitely trying to move in that direction. We're a really old website now, being having been around for 12 years. We started off back in the 1.0 days, so yeah, we're trying to keep up with new developments. So I mean, I'm excited about that aspect of the project, but also just I'm interested, and I don't know what direction your various reports will go, but I'm interested in how the growing citizen science movement is related, or could be related, to what we seem to have in Canada is a federal government that's actually quite hostile to science and to their own scientists. So I'm interested if there's points of convergence or tension there, right? We have a government that tends to be cutting scientists from the federal government, or muzzling them, or sort of limiting their ability to speak to the public or to the media. So to me, citizen science seems to undermine this whole direction that the federal government is going, and I'd just be really interested to see if any of your projects get into these issues.
So what were the thoughts over at Rabble on the first publication from us on the site, and kind of how has it been feedback wise on your end?
I think people are curious. The first publication was basically a preview, just a broad introduction to the idea of citizen science. Um, so I think at this point, and we've got some ads running on the site, so I think people are just anticipating what you are going to be covering with your projects. Yeah, coincidentally, David Suzuki, probably Canada's best known scientist, wrote a piece about the importance and the growing importance of citizen science in Canada. So maybe David Suzuki saw the preview piece that you all did for us, or maybe just great minds are thinking alike there. I don't know. So it seems like very really good timing for your project. It seems like there's a lot of interest in this. So we anticipate a lot of readers. Certainly, we're hoping.